Hey, welcome back to part two of the that great all-purpose show that I just started when I was talking about the blasphemy and hypocritical coonery of Shannon and Stephen A. Uh, I'm gonna finish off because I was really heated. So I started off with a Joshua Giddy, Malika Andrews thing. That's where I ended off with. I just feel like it's so ridiculous that Malika Andrews can go so hard and be like, oh, it's for the women and all that other shit, when it's really just anti-black male hate and misandry. And it goes right in line with what Disney wants to promote. Anti-black male hatred to justify the black genocide campaign uh, overtly. To do a new Red Summer 1919, which I always hark back to, because it's all propaganda. Same propaganda that was used by the Nazis and Goebbels to create a Holocaust against the Jews. It's the same one that we're using against us to create a bigger Holocaust, because our Holocaust has been 500 years plus and over 600 million plus and hasn't ended. So it's good to draw those parallels, and there'll be some punk ass motherfuckers being like, "Hey, you're anti-Semitic for speaking on your atrocities being greater than anybody else's atrocities." Since when, bro? Since when? Since when? That's why I always fuck with Dr. Khalid Muhammad, because he kept it real, trill, and never backed down at all. So I just had to say that. And in the NBA right now, best teams, like I said, Boston Bucks, 76ers, Indiana's doing well, but now they're starting to slide back. Orlando's surprising. In the West, of course, it's going to be the Joker. The T-Wolves are surprisingly doing well. Seems like the Cat, Rudy Gobert, and Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards are the dynamic trio right now. I mean, the tyrannical trio, or the tremendous trio, whatever superlative and wordplay you want to use to describe them. They're balling. So Mavs balling right now. Uh, Clippers got it together right now. They're starting to move. Oh yeah, the Thunder with SGA. I remember before the year started, I was talking with one of my homies. And he was telling me about he was like, SGA top 10 out there. You, and I was like, man, I have to see this year. He's top 10 now, bro. If you're hearing this, he is top 10, bro. He's dominating, and Shake Holmgren's showing out. Um, you know what I'm saying? He balling. He's showing his defensive stalwartness. Hell, they just beat. Didn't they just beat? What you call it? They just beat 76ers. I mean the Nuggets. So that's an accomplishment. Lakers won the tournament, the in-season tournament that nobody gave a fuck about, but LeBron to try to, just in case. Hey, I lost. I ain't winning in the playoffs, but shit, I got this in-season banner. That Ron Harper called an embarrassment, as he should. That is embarrassing. The fuck is a tournament banner? This is like an exhibition preseason. That shit don't count, bro. What the hell? You see, when the regular season started back, they've been losing, bro. Y'all gotta get it together, Lakers, for real. Y'all, LeBron, bro. I mean, honest with y'all. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is his 21st season, and look at his stats. His stats are misleading. That nigga don't play no defense. He be looking around and watching everybody else. That's 4-on-5. Get your old ass up and get in a stance and play some defense. And if you can't be out there the whole time, then you don't need to be out there. If you can't give it 110%, you don't need to be out there. I'm tired of that. Oh, he can pace because he's in the 21st season. No, bruh. You set the standard. The fuck? That's why the league's so watered down now, because you set a bullshit standard. When it was Kobe's league, T-Mac's league, Shaq's league, Jordan's league, everybody was playing top-notch defense. It was in your face. You had to play defense. That's why LeBron had to become LeBron. So LeBron should have won Defensive Player of the Year in 2013, because the standard was playing hardcore defense. When the bad boy 2.0 Detroit Pistons with Tayshaun Prince and Chauncey Billups and Big Ben Phillip and Rasheed Wallace and Richard Hamilton and Stuckey and Maxwell and Chris Webber were all there. he had to play defense. He had to be stalwart. And you got to keep it going. You can't be like, oh, well, I didn't win Defensive Player of the Year in 2013, which they robbed me, which they did, and gave it to the European guy because they're racist, which they are. That's why they gave it to Steve Nash back-to-back years when Kobe and Shaq should have won it one or both of those years. But I digress. And even Shaq talked about that shit. Coon Jack even talked about that shit. So that lets you know what it is. If the cool nigga will speak up on it, then you know it's valid. But anyways, so I just feel like, bro, you gotta set that standard, bro, because you've set a bad standard, and now the league is all weird now, and don't got the same intensity. You got people like the Joker thinking they the best player in the league because you not doing it, bro. I just think the standard needs to be higher. The defense needs to be better. And LeBron, you need to set the tone more and when it's time to score, when it needs to be done, when the game's on the line, bro, put in your mind, I'm the best player. If you got to read books like you did when you had to win your first 2 championships, read them books on the sideline, get your mind right, and do it, bro. Because you're better than that. It's not good enough. Them stats are nice, but it's not good enough. You should have one of the best records in the league right now. You should be beating the Nuggets when it's opening night. And then when y'all see them again in February, y'all should be winning against the fucking... But then lose to the Knicks. Come on, bro. You lost to the Spurs. Come on, bro. That ain't good enough. Y'all about to play Chicago. Y'all might lose to them. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA. I got to play Boston. Y'all should beat Boston. Even though they got the best record in the league. Y'all better than them. On paper, you got 2 of the top 10 players in the NBA right now. Y'all ain't doing it right. But back to what I was saying, we gotta transform and counter all this Me Too bullshit with first them, because they're using Me Too like they've been doing since they started it 5 years ago to only go after black men, to create that anti-black male hatred, that new gender war divide, the new Rosewood 1919, so that they can counter the legitimate Black Power movement that has been on the march since Trayvon Martin, but really since Michael Brown got killed and the Ferguson uprising took place back in 2014. It's been basically a decade of this shit. And our enemies have countered with their moves that they've countered on. But notice they haven't mentioned anything about Jeffrey Epstein. They haven't mentioned Jeffrey Epstein's list. They haven't talked about Walt Disney and his pedo shit. Remember, there's no stipulation. Remember, there's no statute of limitation on years, aka the Bill Cosby thing, which was a bunch of lies. They haven't mentioned Kevin Spacey like that. All his witnesses got mysteriously slid off and suicide or whatever happened, and it's like, oh, hear no evil, see no evil. What happened? We don't know. Bullshit, punk ass motherfuckers, man. Y'all suck. But I digress, man. So, and nothing on Brett Favre. And Brett Favre has his own Me Too scandals. Remember when he was the Jets, played for the Jets, and a reporter, and they made it go away smoothly? Where y'all at? Ben Roethlisberger raped 2 women. Ain't nobody saying shit. Peyton Manning raped his own fucking trainer at Tennessee, and they ain't saying shit. And then put out a book trying to slander her name and do all type of dirtbag shit. But nobody ain't saying nothing. He allowed to be on ESPN and do Monday Night Football countdown with his brother, looking like the All-American boys. Come on, man. The list is ridiculous. Come on. Where they do that at? Joshua Giddy, the kicker, with the child abuse thing. I'm like, Johnny Manziel. Like, where's that same level when it came to Jonathan Majors, who didn't even do that shit? It was the girl. That's why the girl got arrested, in charge. His girl did that shit. But yet they spun it and